What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of My Team Career Mode. Today, we are here for the season finale at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So, it will be a dry race, and we need not worry about any wet weather setups. So, this is the final race of our season 3, and right now, we are just between the Alpine and the Alfa Romeo. So we have improved a lot over the season, and since there will be some regulation changes in the upcoming season, so we are improving upon that, and we are doing some adaptation of the parts, which is just necessary so that we can maintain whatever changes we have made, and hopefully in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix we'll be able to make some definite improvements in our performance. So I was just going for some aggressiveness in the setup, and I don't know whether this thing will pay off in the race or not. So I just went for a less bit of wings in the race, and the rear wing has been reduced, and I was just looking for some straight line speed. So, but it did give me some disadvantage because the car was sliding at the rear tires, and it was maybe because I just used too less of downforce. But I just cannot go back and change that because it is locked and it is park for my conditions. So we finished in P18, and there was not much improvement, and I think I just made some errors in the setup. So hopefully in the race at least we'll be able to gain some pace, as our teammate is in P11 and we finish in P18. So a disappointing qualifying session for us, as now we have to just improve in the race, and for that reason we'll be going for this medium to hard strategy as it 5 red lights, and away we go for the start of the season 3 finale at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And it was a very, what can I say, very bad start because we get a lot of wheel spin, and now we are boxed between this Alfa Romeo, and right now there is a Williams and Aston Martin just beside us. So we have to be careful, as there is a simulation damage here, so we just have to avoid making any stupid dive bombs, as we just make a dive bomb, and it was not stupid because we just made a clean move around the outside of Darubala. And now you can see here Latifi, who is in front of us, and there is a bit of yellow flag zone because I think the cars are just constantly up, and there was a issue with, maybe I would have lost my front wing, so that is the reason I went too slow in that corner, and I just do not want to get DNF'd here at the starting itself. So I was just patient enough, and now Latifi is in front of us. So we are at P19, and definitely we have dropped 1 position since the start of this race, and our teammate is in decent position, so I think he's in P11 or P10. So hopefully at least he can gain some points in this race. And I think the rear setup of our car is very unstable because I was able to feel the car was sliding all over the place at the back, and I think we just went for a hard setup, which was not necessary because at this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix we have to go for some soft setups, otherwise it is just very undrivable, I would say. And here, especially in this left right turns, the car was just willing to just back out. So you can see I was just trying to gas the steering, otherwise we would definitely have gone for a Spinella. So yeah, I think this setup definitely needs some improvement, and for that reason I may have to reduce my front wing in the next pit stop so that I can get some much needed stability as we make a move down instead of Latifi. But still he gets the DRS, and I think he will be able to try to make a switchback, but we are also using our ERS so that we just stay ahead of Latifi, who is in the AlphaTauri, and he's trying to make a move around the outside at this turn left-hander, but we make the most as we just control the apex of this position, and we are at P16. So there is at least 4 cars in front of us, and we have to gradually overtake them, as Schumacher is in front of us, and we are taking a move down the outside at this turn, and he had a bit of collision with Piastri. So definitely the aggressiveness of the drivers is high because it is the season 3 finale, and who knows in the next season who will be getting some seat or not. So that is the reason why they are just trying to prove their mettle by just being aggressive and going for some dive bombs. So we have to be careful of that fact, as right now we are at P15 position just behind Oscar Piastri. So we have to just be patient and careful, as still it is lap 4 and we have a long way to go. So we have to just utilize whatever resources we have, and we obviously do not have much resources because the ERS level is below 15%, so which shows that we have to use quite a bit of ERS to stay in touch with the DRS trainee in front of us. As Piastri again was just trying to make a move around the outside, but we just cover off the apex of this position at this hotel section. And now you can see here we are just looking for some teammate status and all. So we have to just be careful of the fact that if other teams have plenty of scope to improvement, so we also have to just maintain our position and composure. At the lap 13 you can see now Schumacher, who's just 3 turns behind us, and he was trying to make a move around the outside at this left-hander, but we again managed to cover off our position and make the most. So at the end of lap 13 I just went for the pits because obviously I want to do some undercut and go for the hard tires. So Schumacher also follows me, and he's also in the pits, so let's see what happens, and hopefully it is a clean pit stop and no issues. Yes, we get a clean pit stop, and it was a good pit stop, I would say, 2.4 seconds. And right now you can see plenty of cars are going into the pit, so we definitely have to do some undercut, as right now we are just crossing the pit section and we are currently at P15 position. So it was a bit of undercut, I would say, and hopefully these tires should last till the end of the Grand Prix. And again, we just undercut another some cars, but still it was not a, I would say, fruitful undercut, because obviously Latifi, who was in the soft tires at the start of this Grand Prix, is now in the hard tires, so definitely he has overcut us. So now Latifi is in front of us and it is lap 17. So now we have to just play our games and we have to just stay composed, as we almost go around the outside of Latifi at this turn. And but still, since he's having some hard tires, or rather medium tires, so he was able to gain some machinery grip and make the move stick. But still we are using our DRS and the ERS so that we can gain as close to Latifi as possible. And we were trying to make a move down the inside of this turn and we make the move stick. So now this curve is very unsettling, because if you just hit the curve at some stupid angle, then it will just spin your car. I don't know why. So but still Latifi gets the DRS and now he will be making a move around the outside at this back straight. And because the Alpha Tower is still superior car, so definitely they have some good engine power. And we tried to go down inside at this turn, but Latifi just shut the door and we couldn't make the most stick. So again we make a move for the switchback and on the inside of this turn, which turns into outside, but Latifi just gives us a tire banging. So hopefully that did not lead to a loss of front wing for us. It was just the banging of tires. So thank you for the GG Latifi. And now under this hotel section, we are just trying to make a move around the outside at this turn, and we make a bit of hash, I would say, because he just parked his car at the apex and we couldn't make the move stick. So definitely Latifi is just defending his position. And now we again make a move around the inside at this turn, but again he just in the medium tires is getting too much of grip, and our soft tires definitely need some more laps to just heat it up, as Latifi goes into the pits. So I don't know what happened. He's going to the pits for a different set of tires, or was he having some issues? So I don't know. He just fought too hard, but again he went for the pit. So we're at P13 position and Gasly is 3.4 seconds in front of us. So now it is the hunt to catch Gasly, because obviously we just cannot catch Tsunoda, who is around 5 seconds in front of us, or 6 seconds. So now Gasly is our immediate target, and I want to just put on a set of soft tires if there is any safety car. So that is the reason why I selected the soft tires in the command window. And now I was just looking the status of Gasly, and obviously he's having some wing damage. So that is the reason why we are able to catch to the back of Gasly quite easily, and this may give us an opportunity to make a move overtaking Gasly. So that is the reason why we have to just play the mind games, and we have to just keep pushing every lap after lap, like it is qualifying laps. And now we are 1.4 seconds behind Gasly. So definitely we are catching Gasly, even if at least 4 tenths or 3 tenths each lap. And hopefully we did not have any damage, and we are now having at least 1.7 seconds behind Gasly, and we have to make a move because the laps are running out. And but still Gasly is a second ahead of us and we just cannot get the DRS. So there is no use of DRS, and we do not get any assist of DRS to just catch up to the back of Gasly, and that is the reason why we are just struggling in this P12 position. So it is what it is. We have to make the most of the resources we have, and since this is the final lap of the season 3 finale, now we are 1.1 seconds behind Gasly. So we are definitely catching up to him, but still in the straight lines the Alpine is just pushing ahead, and he's now 1.1 seconds. So definitely I don't think we'll be able to catch him, because he's having some superior straight line speed, though he has some wing damage, but still in the corners he's struggling, but in the straight line he's just catching up. As you can see here, he almost catched up a second. So definitely the Alpine is still superior in the straight lines, and we finished the race in P12 position as Charles Leclerc wins at the season finale at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So GG's to Charles Leclerc and Ferrari, as we get the driver of the day at the season 3 finale. So thank you guys for who voted for me, as we finished in P10 and our teammate got a bit of pit stop damage and he goes to the back of the field. So it was an unfortunate day for Fernando Alonso, who finished in P16, who started in P11. So yeah, and this was about the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and we also get some little bit of cash. And thank you guys for watching this video, and we'll meet again in the next video, which will be the start of the season 4, as we renew our contract with Fernando Alonso. So Alonso will be staying for another season of our My Team career. And so yeah, it was what it is. So do subscribe and hit like for daily F1 22 content, and we'll meet you again at the next video, which will be the Bahrain Grand Prix. So till then, peace.